like, yes, so-and-so sold this much. Yes, oh, she made this goal. And it gets you pumped up, right? I mean, you're
Yeah.
like, wow, I want to be the superstar. Like, I
Right.
want to sell. And so then you sign up, and I found myself sitting at those meetings just kind of like, I haven't sold not one thing this week or this month. I haven't booked a party at all. And so, yeah, they get you all motivated. But the truth is that not everyone is going to be at the level that some of them are.
And not only
It's
that,
going to
but
take work and teamwork.
yeah, and they're motivating you by showing you other people's accomplishments, which, okay, I get that. But they're not
Mm-hmm.
actually, and I know because I've also been to those types of meetings, they're not actually teaching me how I can
No.
be on stage. They're not. They're just trying to be like, hey, look at Susie. Woohoo! She did XYZ, earned her vehicle, whatever bonus. We're all like, wow, I wish that was me. And they're like, let's bring her up on stage and let her talk about how she got to that level. And we're all like, pen and paper, let's get it down.
Yeah.
And then what happens? She goes up there and tells you, if you just believe in yourself and you just know your why and you talk to as many people as you can. I've got 18 kids and I've got a crazy husband and I was living in a shack, but here I am today. Listen, Susie, I'm glad for you. Woohoo! How did you get out of the shack? How did you get rid of the crazy husband? How are you on stage now? Because I really don't think you were going door to door talking to as many people as you can. So that's the hype I'm talking about.
No, you got me laughing. It is the hype because listen, I will share this embarrassing story because it is very embarrassing, and I know that whoever watches the replay, if this person watches, she's going to be like, oh yeah, I remember that day. So I was selling, oh gosh, Party Light, or no, it was probably Pampered Chef. I don't even remember, but I was selling, and I hadn't booked a party at all. And on Post, when we lived on Post, it was very common to have, like, what are they called? Like house parties.
Yeah, like a little home parties
where you just have, yes, like from different vendors. So a lot of girls would get together. Some was like Avon, another was like Party Light, Pampered Chef, and they would just kind of have a little, party. And they would invite like their friends and their neighbors. So she's like, why don't you do that? Why don't you make flyers and give it to all your neighbors and invite them to your, to your party? And so I had about 4 other vendors with me at my house. Not one person showed up. I passed out my flyers down the road. Not one person showed up.
That's
so
painful.
Not only did I waste my time, it was embarrassing, I wasted everybody else's time because nobody came by. And now that I think about it, I was like, what was I thinking? Like, if I got a flyer at my door saying, hey, come to this party, and I've never met you before, like, that would be weird.
Yeah.
Like,
if it was like
crazy,
if it was like at a coffee shop or at a hotel, you may have considered it. But someone's
no, it was at my house.
Like, yeah, that was like trying to be cheap on how.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's joining us? I see people joining us. Say hi. Say hello. Give us hearts.
Hi, Alexis. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Stacy.
And it's funny too.
It works. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, good point on that no one showed up. So ladies, if you guys are watching this and you do have events, or even if you do have parties, get them to have to confirm and register, because if they don't, I'm not saying they have to pay, but they should, even if it's something very small. But if they don't have to,
good tip.
Yeah, if they don't have to go on to anything and confirm and register themselves that I will be there, they have no obligation to show up at all. So keep that in mind. If you're having people come to your house, if you're having people come, to Starbucks with you, if you're having if you guys use meetup.com, if you don't, go and check that out. And then get them to register in some type of way. Reach out to me. I'll let you know a couple platforms that you can use for no cost and get them to commit. And you get to help build your lists, save their emails and stuff. Then you could follow up with them. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, who is saying hello? Hey, Elizabeth. Okay,
Hey,
so
Elizabeth.
next one, lack of leads. This is great. This is my favorite because it's mostly what I teach online. So if you are not part of
Mm-hmm.
Nice Girls Kickstart program and you're new, or you're kind of new and you're like, I'm still hitting up family and friends and acquaintances, why haven't you got on the Kickstart program? I don't know. So let's talk, Stacy. What about lack of leads?
Gosh, that's like the
Running out.
biggest problem.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I think that's the number one thing that home business, I'm gonna say women run into sometimes. Because you run out of people to talk to, as they
Yeah.
say, go talk to everybody.
Now,
You've
who's
already talked to
everybody?
your whole
The
family.
mailman?
I
Like
know.
who? I don't who? The girl at
Hey, I
Kroger?
tried to
I
talk.
mean, I don't know. Go on.
That's exactly what they say though. They say, "Hey, if you're like for example, if you're selling Pampered Chef and you're at I don't know, Macy's, Target, wherever, and you're in the cooking, kitchen
Thanks for the
section
hearts. Thank you
and
for the hearts.
someone's like looking at pots and pans, my upline would say, "Hey, instead of like talk to them, if
Oh,
convince them to buy Pampered Chef instead of Calphalon or whatever it's called,
you're
the
making
expensive brand
me
I don't buy, but
wanna.
anyway."
You're making me want to shut down all direct selling companies with that kind of. If you are a leader of a direct selling company and this is what you're teaching your people, reach out to me. I will gladly come and teach them. Okay, do not hit up people in department stores. No, please
No,
don't.
if